What's up, y'all? So I wasn't going to put this video out just yet, but the clips are out and they're actually going viral. So I thought, well, damn, maybe I should go ahead and put the video out. But let me explain what's going on before we actually get into it. So the topic, of course, is integration. Did Martin get it wrong? One of my co-hosts acts like he doesn't understand the question. So you might see my frustration build as he obfuscates and continues to obfuscate with this answer that has nothing to do with really the question. And then he turns around and says, well, I don't know. Can you be more specific about integration? And so it's short. So let's just take a look. Let's take a look.
As long as we sit around here trying to pray to the white man's God and go to the white man's church and into the white man's school, we'll be brainwashed by the white man's educational system, and we'll continue to look down upon ourselves, and we'll continue to be a beggar to him because we'll continue to think that he's superior to us. Instead of the Negro leaders having the black man begging for a chance to dine in white restaurants, the Negro leader should be showing the black man how to do something to strengthen his own economy, to give himself an independent economy, or to provide job opportunities for himself. Not begging for a cup of coffee in a white man's restaurant.
You know, the last thing Dr. King said to me before he was murdered, Martin said, you know, I sit here deeply concerned that I suspect we're leading our nation on an integration trip that has us integrating into a burning house.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the CMC show and in Melanin Conversations, where we discuss hot topics, sports, and entertainment. And as you can see from the intro, we have a deep one tonight, integration. Did Martin get it wrong? This may take a couple of episodes, but man, did Martin get it wrong? I'm here with my two co-hosts, David Singh and Aaron Farr. How are you supposed to doing tonight?
Great and wonderful.
Hey, doing good, brothers. How you brothers doing?
Doing good, man. Did Martin get it wrong? Guys, what do you think?
So I guess elaborate more. What do you mean when you say did Martin get it wrong? What is your question? What did he get wrong?
For pushing integration, did it benefit us? Has it benefited us overall? What kind of grade would you give it?
I give it a C.
God, that's kind of a hard question to answer because you have to look at our educational system now. I guess as opposed to the way it was before integration, being that before the teachers may not have been as qualified, ever even certified to teach. Two, every child has a right to a broader horizons. They should not be just kept to people like themselves. They should be exposed to others of different color, of different backgrounds, of different races.
Well, why do you say that, Rick? Why do you think that?
For the fact that that's the reason why God created man. Not God created brothers. God created Hispanics. God created Caucasians. God created man. We are all to be treated as equal. So I don't see color, but I am thankful that when I go to work every day or when I walk out of my house every day, I can interact with others of different races and, not have a problem with it and kind of be thankful in many ways because, brothers, I'm sure you understand when we step out of our environment, meaning our homes, our places of comfort, in many occasions, you're going to be having people say to you, wow, you just taught me something. So that's another reason why I feel integration is well deserved.
What race would you say taught us something?
And if they
Oh,
did, what was it?
all
The
the
races. All the races. I mean, people from India have taught me very different meals that I enjoy eating, different cultures, different
Now
religions that
that's
they,
fine. You forget, go, Dave.
well, wait a
That's
minute. You
fine to
asked me
be
a
taught
you asked me a
something.
question. You asked me a question. Let me finish. You know,
But I want to pinpoint my question. I want to get to the meat of it. So
okay,
the
we'll
meat
get to
of
the
it is
meat of it.
the meat of it is this: if other races and they can teach us something, that's fine. That's different than integrating with them.
No, I mean, if there weren't integration, how would we interact with each other?
You can still interact
How? If
and
there's
be
no
taught.
integration, how would we interact? If we're
Well,
not going to
okay,
school with each other, how are we interacting? I mean, well, help me understand what you mean by integration. Where is the integration taking place?
have you interacted with a race of people that you did not go to school with?
Every day.
Okay. All right. So point there, we don't have to go to school with them in order to interact with them.
So what is your point about integration? Are you saying we should not have gone to school with different races? I'm trying to understand your point.
Yes. So that's where I'm tailoring it to.
Oh, okay.
In the school system, most especially the school system. Because why? Here's one reason. Because we've lost our history in the school system. Well, in their school system, they don't teach about our history. In fact, they lie about their history. What do you say about that?
Well, that goes back to, I guess, the elected officials that we put in place to make the decisions of what kind of curriculum we have. And along with that, wait, come on. If you ask a question, you got to let a brother respond. Okay.
Go ahead.
I mean, if you don't want to let me respond, don't ask the question because you know I'm very talkative.
Okay, so sometimes a brother gonna get interrupted. Let's not get so sensitive about being interrupted.
It's not the point of being sensitive. It's the fact of courtesy. It's the fact of courtesy.
Okay.
When I ask you a question, I'm gonna give you the courtesy of letting you respond and not cutting you off with another question. I mean, that's just the way we do things in the media. So, I would like
Yeah,
you
we
to
are in the
understand
media
that.
game. Yeah,
So,
but if you're
even
going
in
off
this
on a
forum,
tangent,
wait.
well, as the
Even in
host,
this
let me say
forum,
this.
I
As
would-
the host,
Okay, Stu, please.
let me say this. As
I've
the
been
host,
letting you talk, but every time I
if
try to
I
respond, you cut me
well,
off.
let me put some ground rules in. If I feel like you're not answering my question, then I'm going to try to redirect you back to it.
Well, let me finish my
Now,
response.
you
Then
don't
you redirect.
understand.
Don't cut me off.
You don't understand integration.
I-
Like if you want me to dig deeper into the word integration, maybe you should have looked it up when I told you we were going to have this
No,
topic.
that's not the case. That is not the case. But I tell you
Well,
what.
you asked me
No,
what is integration.
You go ahead and finish with your forum, and if I feel like interjecting, I will.
Okay, Aaron, let me bring you in. Go ahead, brother.
I mean, I'm just thinking about it. If we just look at it as a whole, as far as where we stand in society, where we stand in America. And Dave made a great point about, we have to be able to broaden our horizons and everything. But at the beginning of the issue of how we came here to America, we came here as workers. We came here as people that were brought here to work. That was it. And then we had to assimilate after we were brought here as workers. We had to assimilate to the construct of America and what America is. And America is the one that said in their paperwork, all men are created equal. So we have been trying to, for the last 200 odd so years, make America stand up to what that meant in the Declaration of Independence, that all men are created equal. But so with that being said, we are almost like toddlers, still learning our way and learning what it is we're trying to do. So as far as integration, we can say 1865, which was the Civil War, the Emancipation Proclamation, but really we're talking about 60 years that we have had rights as full American citizens. 60 years since 1964. And I would say that just looking at what we were before then, I would say the integration has allowed us to digress in the last 60 years. based on our fundamentals, based on what we're doing out here and our culture, it looks like we're going backwards instead of going forwards.
Can we
So
stop recording? Can we stop recording,
Yeah.
please?
hang on.
So you tell me. There were a lot of places where I could have interrupted him when he was way off base, talking about, was that when they were probably uncredited or they weren't certified by who? But anyway, we'll do another one. Peace, y'all.